Meta Knight from Kirby, High Tech from G.I. Joe, Master Yoshi from Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, Dr. Z on Dinosaur King.
Oh, yeah, I remember that one.
I'm Gallery from Slayers.
Oh, yes!
What else am I? I worked on a very, very, very serious show called Ultimate Muscle. If you watch that wrestling show, it's very funny. I played Dick Van Dyke, and I played Matt Metaphor, and also worked on Viva Pinata. I directed that show. I directed Yu-Gi-Oh! I directed a lot of Pokemon. Yeah, so I've been a voice director and actor for over 25 years on a lot of the shows that you guys probably know. I'm also a singer-songwriter. I've done a lot of touring around the United States. I've actually toured through Texas. I've never done a convention in Texas, but I've toured through here.
Glad to have you.
Ringo Starr and Leonard Skinner, David Brampton, played with Jethro Tull, Chicago, Hall & Oates, all sorts of cool classic rock and stuff like that. So
Classic rock.
there you go. And I get to play a concert in here tomorrow night, which is pretty cool because this is the biggest stage, I think, for a single guy playing guitar and singing that I could possibly use. So anyway, if you guys have any questions for me, and I will answer them.
This is a short pass.
So, when you got the part of Brock from Pokemon and James, how was it like starting out with those roles?
Well, so when I auditioned for Pokemon, I actually didn't get any of the roles.
Really?
It's actually a pretty funny story. Yes. I'm stopping now. I know. I'm stopping talking until they do. Yep.
Okay.
Dun, 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 dun.
TikTok time's running out.
Making the announcement now.
Have you seen a phone booth? Oh, there was this one movie called A Phone Booth with Kiefer Sutherland and Colin Farrell.
To see how many people can pile into a phone booth like in college.
No, it was one guy. Because there was
Do you even know what a phone booth is? You're so young, you wouldn't even know what a phone booth is. You
I
know
know
what a payphone is?
Yeah, I know what a payphone is.
The first time my kids saw a rotary phone in a movie,
Oh, yeah?
they were like, "Dad, what is that guy doing?" I'm like, making a phone call. They're like, "But what are they using?" I'm like, "Oh, that would be a rotary phone." Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I know the phone booth. Phone booth is when Superman goes in, changes costume, and comes right back out.
Yeah, Superman either did that or did it in the revolving door.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. Same thing with, actually one woman just spin around. One nerd
That's
woman.
right.
Spin around.
That's right. I know. There you go. Okay, good. Awesome. Welcome. Come sit close so I can hear you. All right, so your question was about Brock and James with Pokemon. So when I auditioned for that show, I had been working on Slayers as Gallery, and I had done some other, I'd been doing some other shows here and there, nothing like that was network television, but just was straight to, home video sort of stuff. And they called me in to audition, and they didn't pick me for anything. So then I went home, and I got a call, probably a couple of days later, saying, the guy that we picked for Brock, we don't like, we want to use you, you're our second choice. And I'm like, yay, second choice. Yeah, fantastic. So I came in, and I started doing Brock. Of course, I've been Brock since the beginning, right? But with James, a good buddy of mine had been cast as James, my buddy Ted Lewis, for like the first 5 or 8 episodes. And Ted is a very talented theater actor. And so he was offered a role in a play, and that's what he loves to do. So he said, I'm doing this, I'm not doing this crazy cartoon. So they first brought me in to imitate him, because I could sound like what he was doing. But what was very funny is, a lot of these shows come to us piecemeal. It's not like you get all 52 episodes ahead of time, so that you have a sense of what is coming up. This was a brand new show. And the director actually said to me, James and Jesse are very serious bad guys. they need to be very flat, very serious. And so Ted had done it very sort of monotone kind of thing, and I said, you sure they're not supposed to be really funny? And he's like, no, this is how they want them. This is how the Japanese did it. This is what they want. And of course, I was like, okay, so I imitated him. And then the next episode, James was dressed in drag as a girl.
Oh, yeah.
And I said, I think we need to go a little bit further. So all of the funny, the woo, and all the silly laughing and stuff like that, that was all stuff that I came up with based on the ridiculousness of what these characters were doing. And what's fun about playing a comedic bad guy is they dress up in terrible disguises. And no one watching the show is fooled. But of course, the other characters in the show are like, this guy looks familiar, but I'm not sure who he is. And it's fun to play a character who is playing a character. And so that's a great sort of double layer of that stuff. So, and also because the two of them are constantly arguing with each other, a lot of the kids growing up watching the show had no idea that I played both roles. And then when they added the other Team Rocket, Butch and Cassidy, and they asked me to play Butch, I said, I'm running out of voices I can use talking to myself in the show. And there's a great episode where Butch, Brock, and James are all arguing with each other. And my joke is, at that point, they should have called that episode Eric Stuart featuring Pokemon. Right? Yeah, no, that was a lot of fun. Yeah, so Brock and James are a lot of fun to play. Definitely. Yeah,
are you just like Brock in real life? Are you a good cook?
I am not a good cook, and the only reason I'm not a good cook is because my mother was an excellent cook, and so I wasn't really allowed in the kitchen as a kid. I would just get in the way. So I never really had to do. I can grill. I can grill. That's it. I was the grill man. You know, fish, bird. That fire was involved. They'd send me out and do that, but no, I'm not very good at cooking, and that's fine because I can order it. Right?
Do you have a bottle cap collection?
I don't have a bottle cap collection, but I do collect a lot of stuff. I collect snow globes. You know what a snow globe is?
Yeah.
Yes.
So the first snow globe I ever got was I had taken a trip to one of these, I think we were in 10th grade, one of these trips to Europe, like teen tour kind of things. And I got really, really sick the day that we were supposed to go see the Eiffel Tower. And my best friend was fine, and he was like, I'm sorry to leave you here in the hotel, but you know, I gotta go see the Eiffel Tower. And I was like, bring me back the most touristy thing you can find. And then I passed out. And so he came back with this snow globe of the Eiffel Tower. And I was like, awesome, thank you. And then I passed out. So from that point on, when anyone would travel, I would say, look, if you're gonna bring me back something, bring me back a snow globe. Because you don't have to think about that while you're on the trip, right? You think about that when you're in the airport on the way home. And you're like, man, I gotta bring something back for Eric. Oh look, they have, and it has to be the most touristy, cheesy snow globe. Nothing fancy, right? So I have snow globes from all over the place. Except then my dad, you know, may he rest in peace, but my dad decided that, he's collecting snow globes. So then every holiday would be like, here's a book on snow globes. And here's an antique, valuable snow globe. I'm like, Dad, I don't want a $400 snow globe. I want like the Florida snowman that has like floating carrots and a top hat. That's what I want. You know, it's like, but here's one that we found this in this antique shop. I'm like, no, you're missing the point. So I have this collection of snow globes and then the very valuable collection of snow globes. I also collect Elvis stuff. I'm a huge Elvis fan. I've got a little shrine to Elvis, the king. I've got action figures. I've got all sorts of commemorative stuff, gold coins, and I have a piggy bank that's a big pink Cadillac with Elvis driving it, and it's this shrine to the king. What else do I collect? No bottle caps.
Pokemon cards?
I collect, no cards, no, I'm not a card collector. Okay, video game systems and games, I'm a big gamer. And I also, let's see, guitars. I collect a lot of guitars. I know I have a lot of stuff. I have a lot of stuff. Yeah, so yeah.
Vinyl records.
I have records too. I also like to salvage pieces of stuff when I throw them out, just in case I'm, like if you have a desk chair that's broken, those 4 wheels might come in handy later on. So I'm the guy who like, oh man, I found this really nice chair at this garage sale, but it's missing a wheel. And I'm like, is it missing this wheel? Yeah, here. So I feel like that's a good thing. I actually just built, I don't know if you guys know what an extension cabinet is for a guitar amp. So you got your amp, but if you want to put the sound to another speaker, you build, like you get another just speaker. It has no guts to it. It just has like another speaker. And so I had this broken amp, and I had this piece of a metal grill, and I had some wires, and I was like, I could build my own extension cabinet out of the pieces of this amp that I kept. And yeah, it cost me $30 to build something that would normally cost like $300 for me. So I collect junk. There you go. Who's got another question for me? Yeah.
Would you consider using a frying pan as a,
A drawing pan?
a frying pan as a, umbrella?
I wouldn't consider using a frying pan as an umbrella, but what's funny about that line in the movie, and of course those of you who don't know that movie don't know anime, is that what is the original Japanese for that moment? It probably didn't rhyme, frying pan, drying pan, right? Did they just think it's raining? Rock would reach into his backpack and just cover his head. That's just a scene. Who knew that that would become the Shakespeare of Pokemon, right? I mean, it's such a famous line. One of the postcards that I have at my table is that shot, because so many people ask me for that. And then, of course, I get the fans who say, have you ever signed a frying pan? And I'm like, many times. Many
Wow.
times. Yes. And if you are going to bring me a frying pan to sign, and it's the Teflon coated one, you always ask me to sign the inside, it won't stay. You have to turn it over. I have to sign the back, because the Teflon won't stick to it. But that's actually better, because when you hang it on the wall, it sits flat. It looks nice. So if you're going to get a frying pan for me to sign, that's where I'm going to sign. Yeah.
I'm just gonna say this. In the season when you were facing Joey, remember? I'm just gonna say this. He could have beat you if he attacked your Kaiser Seahorse instead of the Blade Knight. Remember that?
Well, the fact is, now I directed Yu-Gi-Oh! The original series, right? I also directed GX. I was Bastion on GX. I didn't know that too. I directed all of these shows, and of course I'm Seto Kaiba, but I don't play the game. So yes, he could have beaten anything like that, but I follow the script. So I hate to break the news to you, I don't know how to play the game, but I can still beat you.
Oh.
Who's got another question?
That is correct, though, right? I mean, if Joey would have attacked the Kaiser Seahorse.
Oh, I believe you.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, I believe you. There you go. You guys want to ask me something? My rockets, or you guys? All right. Huh?
Go.
Yeah.
What would you say is besides yourself, who's your favorite voice actor?
My favorite voice actor. That's a hard thing to say, because a lot of the voice actors are actors. I specifically do just voice acting. I don't do any on camera stuff like that, but a lot of good voice actors, are also on film and TV and stuff like that. I'm a huge Batman fan, just in general. That's the other thing I do. I collect a lot of Batman stuff. I drive a black Mustang with Batman floor mats, and there's a cowl in the back window, and I call it the Batmobile. And of course, there's a lot of people that always say, like, oh, well, I'm Batman, and I'm Batman. Well, to give you an idea of how long I've been a Batman fan, if you guys remember back in I would have to say in the 70s, when you bought a Halloween costume, it looked like a garbage bag that basically had like a Superman thing on it or a Batman thing on it. Like, it wasn't form-fitting, it wasn't cool. It It was like this nylon, horrible plastic kind of thing. Well, my dad was a defense attorney, and I would like to go to court with him dressed as Batman when I was about 8 or 9 years old. I wore one of those Batman outfits to intimidate the criminals. So I have a picture at 8 dressed as Batman. If you've got something further back than that, then you can take the title. I am Batman. So if I was going to say in terms of who, like a favorite voice actor would be, I think Devin Conroy is a great. He does a great version with Batman, and I love what he's done. I mean, I'm definitely a fan of Christian Bale's Batman. Like, I like him because he's very dark, but voice acting wise, I think Devin is really cool. But there's a lot of very talented people. I mean, I'm pals with Billy West, and Billy is one of the most talented guys I've ever, worked with, seen. The man does a million different impersonations. But when it comes down to the craft of this, I was just talking about this earlier, it's not about funny voices. Voice acting is really about credibility. So yes, I can do a bunch of character voices, and I can do different dialects and things like that, but if you strip that all away and there's no acting behind it, then it's not good. So most of the work that I do as a voice actor, because you guys hear me doing cartoons, but I read audiobooks, I do commercials, I do industrial training videos and things like that, and the voice I use the most is this one. So all the other stuff is whipped cream. It just makes it fancy. But if you strip that away, there's nothing there to the actual, your regular voice. That's the true judge of if someone is a good actor or not, to me. Doing impersonations is a skill. Acting is not doing impersonations, right? Repeating lines you've heard, or I can do a really good version of James, great. But can you act the scene out? Can you make kids laugh? Can you make someone cry?